Look at that. Greg starts us off with showing his model replica there of the old Knight 2000. So welcome to another episode of the Shadowy Flight here. Everyone says it's okay, but I know my camera looks like hell, so I'm just going to apologize now. But for this episode, we are going to talk about some builds and some of the challenges there involved, because that is the main focus of what we wanted to start this little podcast or YouTube show for. So today I have, as always, Mr. Scott Benson with us.
Hey, everybody.
I have Mr. Greg Woody with us.
Howdy, howdy.
And we have a new guest with us here that's going to talk about his build that hasn't been on the show before, but we got Mr. Billy here.
How's it going?
So I will start. We're going to start off with Billy here because you're new to the show and everything. So tell us your journey up to date here, where you're at, and then we'll jump into some specific questions for you with your build and your journey.
Well, of course, as you know, like I decided to go with a replica of car. It's also a notchback as well, which was really, really cool. When I got it, like there was kind of a lot of questions on where to get the parts, because there was a lot of stories I heard from people, like different con people that would be like, well, we'll sell you this, and then they never get the parts and so on. So I was
none of us know, and none of us know anything about that, do we?
Son of a bitch.
Back when I was originally doing it, I was going to do a replica of kit. That was back in 2005. I had an 88 Pontiac Trans Am GTA. At that time, for me, availability was Mark's Customs, right? Out of Florida.
We've talked about Mark's Customs a couple of times. Actually, I looked up his website just for giggles and grins to see where it's at, and it hasn't. This has barely changed one iota, but he's still in business, as far as I know. Correct, Greg?
Yeah.
He is. And just to interject, I have verified with Mark because I wanted to list everybody on the website that is not only bad but reputable. Yeah. And Mark said, I haven't had a request for a part in years. He said Michael showing up, was just blew me away. And I said, well, a lot of people don't know you because you haven't been, in the scene. So he said he will still take orders if people reach out to him.
Reach around.
So just worth mentioning.
Yep. For me, like this car in particular, I got it around November of last year. I call it my midlife crisis car. Because I sat there and you got to understand, when I was younger, my first car was the Pontiac Trans Am GTA. So the first 5 cars that I've owned were Trans Am 3rd gens, right? And I kind of wanted to get into it again. I said, oh yeah, I'm going to make a replica, only I want car. And when this guy brought it on a flat deck from Nanaimo in BC, and it was like a Christmas present to myself, and he brought it to me. Oh, lost him.
Yeah,
or did we lose the camera?
I'm working on it.
Okay. So, like, I got it last November, and like I started reaching out to different Knightrider replica groups and so on. And I came across, like, first ones was, Scott, because Scott basically posted a lot and saying for information. The biggest thing for me, especially ordering from out of Canada, is I didn't want to get ripped off. Right?
Yeah.
And
that's definitely one of the concerns we have on this show, is making sure people get the right stuff, the right parts.
Yeah. So, and then Greg, and then of course, you, Mike, as well. I must have pestered you guys with questions like crazy. It was like, yeah, but It's like now we got a nice rapport, which like I got a rapport is with you three
Sure.
now, and Matt. And Matt is currently made my upper console, my fourth season one.
It is.
Because
I've
I'm
had this
going with
console, and it's that's my next job is finishing mocking up that upper console so the students can paint it. And actually, Matt did send I have the tracking number. He sent me my steering wheel, so it is in the mail, and it might end up on my Cadillac just because, like, I can't wait to put that thing on something.
Oh yeah.
So if you see an idiot with a Cadillac driving around with a Knight Rider going, that'd
Absolutely.
Be
My caddy, drive your own damn car.
yeah, that'd be me.
I thought you were going Ecto One-ish with the Cadillac.
No, I want to buy a CTS station wagon. I have a CTS Cadillac now, a four-door, which I love, and that's why I want to build the other one. But yeah, that's my next project when I get done with this one.
Sure.
So, one car at a time.
I have an Ecto One plate if you want it.
It'll be Ecto 2B. That's I think what I'm shooting for is Ecto 2B. But
That's cool.
But so I mean that's the real kicker about this is there over the years and before I got into this, because I've only been really building my car for 2 years. There are so many comes and goings of scammers that have gone through here, and it's just it's just heartbreaking to know that there are people out there that are willing to take your dream and crush it for fucking money. That's something that I'll just there's probably a special place in hell for someone like that.
Son of a bitch.
I would guess, but
I for one am extremely happy that you did not let Mr. Lewis destroy your dream.
Son of a bitch.
I'll tell you, that was a really hard day standing in my classroom looking at that car, knowing what had happened, knowing that I was like, finally, because it's probably a week of me just beating my head against the wall and doing a couple things I probably shouldn't have done. I won't get into that, but and beating my head against the wall, knowing
it was the wrong head being beat against the wall.
Well, that's fair, and standing there looking at it, and I'll be honest, and it's really changed my view of the car too, because you and Greg, Scott, you and Greg, you guys are the first two like, no, you're not giving this up. We're going to figure this out one way or the other.
Yeah.
And so many people in the Knight Rider community stepped up and helped me out with parts and this and discounts and all this other kind of stuff. And, and I've decided that because of that, one thing that my car is absolutely going to do, and if I get it done in time, I have a show set up for it, that whenever it goes to a show, I'm going to let people sit in it, push the buttons, take their pictures, donate me money, and whatever I'm at, that's where that money goes. I'm not going to take a dime of it. It's going to go back. There's a little tiny museum up in LaPorte, Indiana. And I talked about it a little bit. They have a Tucker up there, but they have a car show every year. They don't make a lot of money, but I told them, I said, if my car's ready, it'll sit here, and whatever money it raises goes 100% back to you guys. Like, I won't take a dime of it. And that is something I said to myself when I get this car done. It's absolutely, my car's going to be a community car as it would be, because there's so many people that have their hands in it and on it. So, but yeah, I mean, Billy, back to your story. So, you have your car now on your flatbed. It's unloading on the flatbed, I guess I should say.
Yeah. So after I got it unloaded off the flatbed, it was, for me, I just had to get behind the wheel of this thing because, I don't know, I was in pretty bad health at that time, right? And
was it all the Tim Hortons?
No. I had a heart attack probably about a few years ago around the time you remember around COVID, right?
Yeah.
And here I was like sitting there and I kind of felt, like I said, midlife crisis, right? But as soon as I got in behind the wheel of the car and fired that darn thing up, and then it was like it was feeling familiar when I gripped the steering wheel, and I was like I could feel the adrenaline going through my blood, and I was like, oh yeah, this is like, it's nice to be back in the saddle. right? And it kind of really made me feel good.
Yes, it did.
So for months on end, I was like cleaning it, vacuuming it out, like doing all those things. And then I started getting on to these. I was already part of the replica website and so on. And after getting in touch well, I think it was you, Mike, that sent me the information, the graph sheet.
Like my parts
Yeah.
list sheet of what I was going to
So
cost me, what I figured.
yeah, so what I did was I adapted it and started going in, kind of made a fresh graph sheet for myself. And then start going through
for
it.
our other viewers to know, I just gotta say that Billy's Canadian.
Goddamn native Canadians.
That's why he calls it a graph sheet, not a spreadsheet.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
I just had to
There it
mention
is.
it. You know, I called a tow truck. He called was a flatbed.
Well, we
A
have
flatbed,
flat
flatbed.
decks, regular tow trucks, and then we have wreckers.
Okay, yeah, we have all those, but we
Yeah.
don't call it flatbed. It's a flatbed, but that's okay. I just have to mess with you because apparently you're gonna be our 51st state or some shit. I don't know.
Oh, well, it'd be great because then our dollar would be worth something now.
Well,
right?
we don't have to pay imports either, so But yeah, so I understand that. It's funny. You talk about driving your car. I have yet to drive my car more than 300 feet. I have students that have driven my car more than I have because I've just kind of stayed out of it because I kind of want the first drive to be like the Knight Rider drive. And I was going to ask Greg, have you driven yours since you got it back?
So
No.
not yet. It's not drivable yet. Literally, the only thing that's been happening to it, it now runs, but the transmission's not hooked up. Nothing's actually. It's not drivable.
Okay. Well,
I pushed it a little further, if that counts.
Ooh, hey.
What kind of transmission you're running?
It's a turbo 350.
Oh, okay. Mine's a 700 R4.
I think I have an extra 700 R4 if you need one.
Starts out got another
Actually,
700
I
R4
was
and
getting ready to
a.
say, Greg has an extra one, and that's the one you want in it. It's better for getting on the freeway because of the overdrive.
Yep.
Yeah, and I have the 350 Chevy engine underneath the hood, carbureted. And I binge watched your guys' episodes.
What the hell?
So
Dude,
I do
what a hobby.
I told him,
do.
it was like, you are the only person that
but
probably
it was
binge watched
awesome
anything.
because I heard what was it? You were talking about the carburetor that you were talking about.
Oh, Scott was talking about the carburetor. Yeah.
The brand name.
Oh, Edelbrock.
Yeah.
Edelbrock, yeah. That's the carb that's underneath my hood right now is an Edelbrock carb.
Okay. They make good carburetors. They're dependable.
Yeah. Do you know how many
love them.
CFMs?
They're beautiful. They're beautiful carburetors.
Yeah. Yeah. Edelbrock is good. Do you know how many CFMs it is?
No.
No. Okay. I'm just curious. I don't know. I don't know how much of a engine guy you are. We're all car guys, but I don't know how much of an engine guy you are to know that sort of thing. So,
Not a mechanic, but I'm a gearhead, if
Fair
that
enough.
makes sense.
oh, absolutely. I mean, there's lots of guys that you can love a car and not know how a thing on it works. I mean, the perfect example is most people love air conditioning. Very few people know how it actually works. So,
Well, I grew up in the junkyard and I grew up around a junkyard and
It's a junkyard.
I like to name things off is very difficult for me, but if you were to give me a socket wrench set or whatever and give me time alone with something, I'll sit there and wrench for hours on end, no problem. Like
I got 100 projects for you. Then I'll let you figure them out. I don't want to do it. That's why I have
I left
students.
for lunch. When I came back, the engine was sprawled out across the garage floor. What did you do?
Hey,
Stop crying.
as long as you numbered the parts, we'll be fine. Just put them in Ziploc bags. We'll be good to go. Don't
I
worry.
swear it was like this before I got here.
That's why I tell my students, I'm like, you guys, put the bolts in bags. We don't know where these things are going to go. What are you doing? Killing me. They're like, oh, I guess we got to figure that out. And I was like, yeah, no shit. But so So you have your car, you've driven it, you've cleaned it, obviously. You ordered, what have you ordered from who?
I ordered the 4th season bumper from Matt Patterson.
Okay, Night Designs.
Got into it. I kind of went with him because I liked his sense of humor.
Has he told you about his snake?
Keep it clean, please. Let's keep it clean.
It is dry as shit, which I love.
Kinda.
I'm
But
that guy.
it was interesting. So after I got the bumper from him, I decided that all my fiberglass stuff I want to get from him in particular.
Yeah.
And I want
It
to
is
promote
killer.
him here because he's so close to the border because he's in Washington, right?
Yeah, Washington State. Yes.
Yes. And it's so much closer to me and the delivery fees aren't as high.
Good.
Yeah.
Like when I got my bumper, I was good with the price on the bumper. And then all of a sudden I got a surprise thing from UPS. Oh, you always like 300 and some odd dollars now. And it's like shock and awe because Canadian money, as you know, isn't worth much
Goddamn native Canadians.
in the States, really.
It's not. I thought it was close to the same value.
Most loonies are not worth a lot.
No. Okay.
No, I think it's like 65 cents to your dollar.
Ooh,
Yep.
shit.
And on that, just because I'll forget if I don't say it. I don't know where exactly you are on the border, or if you're close to the U.S. border. There are warehouses all along the U.S. side that are specifically set up to allow Canadians to have things shipped to a U.S. address, and then you just cross the border, which apparently is not a major thing for you guys. And right on the other side is the warehouse. You pick up your part and you go home, so you don't got to worry about the the import fees and crap. So.
I've talked with someone on that. There's a bunch of guys that build classic cars here. And they told me there was a thing called Sea Wings, if I'm saying it correctly, where you get it shipped. Because sometimes you get like free across state shipping, right? Like across state shipping.
Yeah, and if then what we call the lower 48, then it's pretty much. It just depends on the distance. It doesn't matter what state it's in.
Oh yeah. And then what they do is they ship it over to Victoria, BC, and then you go and pick it up, which is not bad.
Yeah.
But the only thing that I got done so far on the car itself was the front bumper and the scanner from KRMX.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you've decided, because you said season 4 upper console, so I'm assuming you're going with the season 4.
I'm going with I'm going with the complete season 4 car.
Okay.
Even though, because why not?
Hey, so you're going but you're making car, so you're doing a season 4 car.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, definitely.
Okay, season 4 car.
Tell them the rest of it.
What's that?
I've gotten comments about that sort of thing, like season 4 bumper car never had season 4, and I'm like,
So
in my brain though, I did want to be rude because everybody's entitled to their opinion, and that's
I don't know.
fine.
Mm-hmm.
But in my brain, I'm like, well, if I'm going to spend like 30 grand on my car, it's my car. I'm going to enjoy it.
Absolutely.
I have told many people over the years, because my car is a convertible, but it's a mutt. It's a mixture of all 4 seasons. I've told many people it's your car.
Yep.
It's specifically car. You build it how you will be happy. If that means that the body is pink instead of black, hey, at the end of the day, it's your baby. You get to enjoy it. It's all that matters.
Exactly.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, but it's not screen accurate. Okay. tell me which episode and exactly which scene you're building
Yeah.
your car off of, because they were always different, because they used sometimes 13, 14 different cars in a single episode.
Yeah.
So your
Yeah,
car,
I mean, I'll admit
you need to be
I'm a
happy with
purist,
it.
but even though I'm a purist, I still say build what you want because you're the one that has to drive it every day, not me. I'm not driving some bitch. You are. So build what
Well,
how you want.
Michael wants what's going to be
Do it.
accurate to something that was on the show that he's seen. Everything as close as he can get it, with all the bits and bobs, the blinky lights and the grappling hook. Hey, he's an overachiever, and I love that. I love this man's vision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But and that's what he's happy with. And like you said, you want car, but it's a season 4. Okay, so he didn't get destroyed, or somehow he got put back together again. You're going to be happy with it, and nobody around you is going to be able to say, "Wait a minute, that's not accurate." I guarantee it. Nobody.
No,
I'm looking at where
it's
you're
not
at, and
even
I'm
going
like,
to be the same color scheme. The bottom part, you know, that gray that car has on the bottom,
yeah.
right? Mine's going to be purple, like a very dark purple.
Oh, I didn't know
And
that.
yeah, because like in my brain, like I have an attachment to car.
But don't you think that's unhealthy?
Not only because he was voiced first time by Peter Cullen, Optimus Prime, like that's yes, I see that. It's also because like I thought of a what if scenario. What if Car wasn't bad? What if Car was just somebody that felt really neglected and they just instead of fixing them or teaching them?
I think I said that last episode. Carr wasn't really that much of a dick.
No,
he was just treated like crap. I have students like that, for God's sake. They're treated like crap, and then they turn into assholes. I'm like, oh, that's kind of what happens to humans in general. Treat us like crap and tend to be assholes about it. So, I didn't know you were going to do the other color scheme, but that's cool. I like it. So, like a midnight purple.
Yeah, kind of like a very dark purple. The main reason was because I was also an Undertaker fan back in the day too, right?
Nice.
And so I wanted his colors, like kind of incorporate, like for instance, I have a keychain that has a Rubik's Cube on it. Like anything 80s nostalgia from my childhood, from Thundercats or whatever, like I want to have in my interior. And me and Greg talked about this in extension on what color to make the interior. Because I want it all black, but I also want some purple highlights and stuff like that in that, right? Some of the stuff is very easy. Yeah.
Are you thinking about are you still going to try to do the PMD seats, or are you going to stick with the high back or something else?
I have the PMDs.
Lucky.
I do have them. But the problem that I have now, and I mentioned floor panels at one point, I'm having trouble getting the floor panels that I need because of the expense of getting them across the border. The price of them is okay. Like they're like maybe $1,600 roughly, but then they're like charging an arm and a leg to get them over the border, right? To the delivery fee. And I was like, well, that's not cool. The quarter panel, the rear, right by the gas tank, the rear quarter panel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be cutting that out, but
there it is. I heard it. Did you hear it? I heard it. He's out.
Goddamn native Canadians.
Okay, you got me there.
I got you there, you Canadian. All right, sorry.
I talked with a buddy of mine. Andrew said that he could cut the piece out and just make one.
Oh.
So he knows how to do that. He's been at it since forever.
Are those cars not, I mean, they're not readily available here either, but do they ever come up in junkyards up there?
No. There was one that Greg pointed me to, a guy named David T. He's out of Edmonton, and his whole yard is first, second, third, fourth generation Trans Ams and Firebirds.
I want to go to that place so bad.
Where's it at, Greg?
It's up near him. It's David T's Camaros and Firebird. It's huge.
It's in Edmonton, Alberta.
I think I've heard of it. There's a guy, Camaro World in Ohio. He just he doesn't keep the car, but he gets them. So if there's something you need, I've got some parts from him for when I was first building it. I got my windshield and some other stuff from him, and he's good. He has good prices too, but he just guts it everything. He won't keep the body, but he'll gut it. But if you call him in time, he could probably cut the fender out and get it to you.
In my backyard, I've got great prices.
That's true. I got my junkyard finder set up. Like, it emails me as soon as one of these things come onto one of my yards. In fact, that day I called you, Greg, from the junkyard. I was like, hey, should I get this stuff? Like, that was the day that car got there. And I mean, that was the first day it was on the lot, and there were already vultures all over that thing. I mean, I drove 6 hours to Ohio to go to another one. And that's when I got some good parts off that car. But as I'm getting the parts off the car, other people are showing up, going, what are you taking? I'm like,
What you need?
well, I'm taking that and that and that. And they're taking all a bunch of this other stuff. So, I mean, yeah, I got my tracker set, ready to go for one of those things show up. Which reminds me, Greg, have you got my template made?
Yes, I just need to mail it to you.
You
Son of a bitch.
I suck at getting to the post office. You can ask everyone.
Okay, everyone, does he suck at getting to the post office?
I have no idea.
Doesn't know.
I have a problem.
Oh shit, that's fair.
I'm secretly backing you up, Greg.
I appreciate it, buddy.
Goddamn native Canadians.
Hey, I heard you. I can see you.
Oh, what do you mean? What was that?
Oh shit, son of a bitch, right? Oh, holy Christ. But yeah, that is I like it. I mean, that's I mean, it's good to hear we got the other builders out there, because you know, it'd be nice to see some variations of the car. You know, like I said, to each their own. Absolutely, 100%. You know, I'll admit it. I'm probably the purest of, I think, of everybody, because everyone has the variations of their cars. And when at Southern Nights, I mean, you see the little subtle variations that people do, and sometimes it's because of cost. I mean, this shit is not cheap. Sometimes it's because of what they want, what they like. You know, there's different reasons for it and everything. And I just got lucky that I was able to build the car that I want. You know, and money is certainly an object, but you know, I got lucky. You know, with my build and whatnot. So, but yeah, I mean, no one should be discouraged, even if you just start with just the outside of the car, because you could do the outside.
I think as far as opinions go, as far as the only discouraging thing is not so much the expense, it's the space. I live in an apartment, and I miss, like, I know for a fact, and this what mind boggles me. I got every tool in the world practically, all the way down the steering wheel, pullers, the whole 9 yards. Anything from shrink tubing for the wiring and everything. And I got all that, but I don't have the space. And the cost.
That was a concern of mine too.
Yes. And it's getting so close, and I remember talking about this with Greg. I'm getting like, I work security now, and it's getting to the point where the building that I'm working in is almost done, and which means I'm looking at being laid off, like, in about 3 to 4 weeks, maybe. So it becomes a thing where, mind you, I got it set up with Matt now, where before he sends me something, like, I just send him a bunch of payments for a part, right? Yeah. And once that's all complete, he'd be like, okay, I got it ready. I'm going to put it in the mold for you, you know, and then ship it off. And I have to say, surprisingly, with you guys and your and the website and so on, it's been kind of a godsend in a way because it's allowed me to avoid scammers. It's allowed me to be pointed in directions. If I'm lost on something, I can go look. And if there's a bunch of gaps in the information, I'll end up filling it in myself anyway, right? Eventually. Like my front bumper, I don't have 3 fog lights, I have the 2.
Wait, what?
Like
That's
the 4.
Yeah, season 4. Yeah.
And they're closer to the middle, like instead of on the side. They were, and I go, oh, well, screw it. I'm mounting it my way. But they work. You
Well,
know?
and that's the thing too, especially the fog lights. I mean, I've watched a couple, 3, 4, and they're never consistent because I mean, the cars. Scott said it. They use 2, 3 different cars, 4 cars per episode sometimes. So those fog lights weren't necessarily consistent anyway. And I mocked up mine before the car went down to paint. And I was 85% happy with the way they looked. I was like, okay, a little tweaking, but I know what I want to do and how to fix the problem once I get the car back. I'm hoping, it goes to paint here soon again. But so yeah, I mean, there's a lot of inconsistencies to the cars anyway. So, especially something like the fog lights, I mean, season 3, 4 had 2 fog lights per side, whereas season 1, 2 had 3 fog lights per side. Why they got rid of them? Yeah. My guess is production was it was costing them too much money. So they said, screw it. Let's get rid of a set of fog lights. So we don't have to buy 2 sets instead of 3 sets now. So
Maybe.
I have an extra set of fog lights, which I'll end up doing who knows what with, but so yeah, I mean, there's all that fun stuff that goes along with it. I mean, we're happy. I think the 3 of us are really happy that, we're stopping the scams in their tracks now.
Son of a bitch.
That's not happening. We've called a couple other people trying. I know Scott's called them. I haven't. I just heard about it later. I didn't do shit. But I know Scott's called a couple people here and there. And, and people, I think the good thing is people are starting to ask questions now before they just start spending money and saying, hey, who should I do? What should I do this? And we're going, okay, I got this. I actually have this part right here in my hand. I can say I got it, which I think is really, just that makes me feel really happy.
Well, I feel very happy.
I was able to shoulder the burden of my problems and all that. So someone else will have to shoulder those burdens because shit ain't cheap. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, I'm forklift certified. So between that and Kit, I'm hoping maybe I can find a girlfriend someday.
You're forklift certified too?
I am. The school had to forklift certify me. We have I'm actually well trained in all lift tickets, so I'm no.
You think you're better than me?
You can't take my thunder away here, Billy. You can't be taking my thunder away from here.
Wait.
I'm also
Billy,
a heavy equipment operator.
Are you single, Billy?
Oh, he's a heavy lifter. He's a heavy lifter.
Oh, see, there you go. Hey.
Too.
But he's not single, so you still have it, man. You're on.
We'll have the market cornered.
Yeah. Dodge that bullet.
All those chicks looking for someone to do some heavy lifting. But there's your guy.
Yeah,
Greg's still trying to convince me to move up to Florida, and I was like,
I think I've tried everybody to Florida.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if you're heavy equipment certified, I mean, there's 1,000 jobs down here for you. I can have you hired in a week in Indy. Christ, I mean, our national birds are road cone. We don't stop construction in this state. So,
and you guys are big on NASCAR and that too, which I like.
NASCAR and Indy? No, we're big on IndyCar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which is where Carr's paint job comes from. It was a pace car for the '87 Indy 500, I think it was.
For the Corvette.
Corvette, yeah, that's where Carr's paint job comes from. Yeah,
that's a beautiful car.
Yeah, it's my favorite. I mean, like I said, if it wasn't for the dash, I would have built car. But I like the 3-4 dash or the 1-2 dash, and like I said, I'm the purist guy. So
it doesn't have to be screen accurate.
Someone's got to be the purist out of all of us. That's fine.
Fair. That's fair. I mean, I'm excited to just have a laser on my car where I can shoot it and pop balloons. Like just, But
I just have the permanent smoke screen.
Oh, and the smoke screen. We talked about smoke screen last week. Scott, I figured this out. You said the one guy had, and I thought this might what he did. He had that massive smoke screen.
Yeah, and it
From
somehow
the-
it
from the
pumped into
Skyrider.
his exhaust, but yeah.
Yes, he's pumping oil through his exhaust because that's what Skyriders do. They pump oil through the exhaust manifold and it burns forever. Which you can do that, but again, it's gonna burn forever outside the pipe, and it's going to ruin your catalytic converters if you still have them, because you have to burn it up by the manifold. By the time it gets past the cat, it's not really hot enough to do anything anymore. So now the fog juice, it might be still hot enough. The exhaust may burn the fog juice. I haven't tested that yet because I don't want to run my car that hot because of the long story. But I think you might be able to do that. So I did figure that one out. And also I had another question for you, Scott, while I got you, kind of going back to gadgets.
Here we go.
So I had a meeting today at school. I kind of told you guys a little bit about this with Welland, and they make police lights and sirens and all kinds of crazy nonsense.
Yeah.
And he said he could probably hook me up with a set of wigwags for Kit. Now my question,
Wigwags.
We call down up here and down here, up yonder, we call them wigwags. Okay. So. And down there in Kentucky, now I got kin in Kentucky, so I can say this shit. I don't know what y'all call it. Okay. So
you have to tell me what that is first.
What's that? Wigwags?
Makes the lights back and forth, the police lights.
Oh, okay.
So, but on Michael's car, you had the headlights turning red and blue.
Yeah.
How did you do that? Because I have a theory of how I can do it, but I'm curious to know how you did that.
Today, Junior.
Michael's car had LEDs in the headlights separately from the actual headlight bulbs. And then he had a custom module that was made by Brave Tech, so Michael is the first and only person to get that module.
So
Eric Wang up in Indiana has done it. So if you look up he's got a couple different things that he's set up to make it all work, whereas Michael just pushes a button and it all comes on. But
so
I think Eric's looks a little bit better.
He had LEDs. Did he drill holes into the glass housings?
No. The headlights that I found for him actually had LEDs in them for like daytime running lights or something. So I just put in a red and a blue LED.
Gotcha. So here's what I'm thinking. Since the headlight assemblies are glass anyway, and they're full glass, but you can't drill into them because they're sealed. But since they are glass, I could just remove some of the paint off of the top or the bottom, wherever I want, and polish the glass so that the light from the system will still shine through, illuminating the housing red and blue.
Smart.
Because Welland said he has little lights that I could put above or below or side to do that, to make that effect. But I want the headlight. That's how Kit did it in the show. The light itself was red and blue. So I'm thinking I could probably do something like that. So I was curious how you did it, but he's still going to see if he can get them for me. He's not 100% sure yet. So here's hoping a new gadget for Kit, because, if I can't solve crime, I tell my students on the weekends I'm going to go out and solve crime. They're like, how are you going to solve crime? I was like, I have a grappling hook.
I believe you.
It's hell. We'll see how that goes. But so that's cool, man. That is that puts us, we're about there. So that puts us where we need to be on everything. And anything else you got done for the car or plans in the near future for the car, Billy?
Well, one of the plans, I want to get the interior done. I was talking.
That's what she said.
Greg, about I got to get the floor panels done because the bottom of my PMD seats, what's it called?
Today, Junior.
My brain is just fogged. It's the
is it a different word for
floor brackets? The floor brackets for the seats. they're busted. These PMDs, like my car was a Frankenstein.
Wait, what?
It's an 87 Pontiac Trans Am GTA, but it had the front end of an 84. It had the back lights of an 82. It had PMDs from an 82, dashboard from an 86, and so on. So it was like a Frankenstein.
What are you trying to tell me?
But I could tell by the bottom of the PMDs, like they were stored outside at some point. So they were rusted. So I went to sit back in my seat, and all of a sudden I felt pop. So Greg was saying that he had some off his old car, maybe. Right?
I think so.
Yeah. And I was like, well, that would be phenomenal. You know, cover the shipping, and then that would be one thing dealt with. Because I could reprime, I could redo everything myself if there's an issue. Right?
Yeah.
I'm getting the seatbelts replaced out of the Camaro Depot out of Quebec or Ontario.
Lucky.
That's where I'm going to get a lot of my cosmetic stuff.
Sure. Yeah.
But I started getting and my electronics. I'm going to go with Jupiter because it's one, it's Canadian. Number two, like, but mind you, going on his website, everything is out of stock. I don't know if anybody's talked to him or not lately.
Jupiter is out of stock often, and it seems like sometimes he'll sell something quicker than he can get it listed. But that's kind of been how he's been for the last couple of years. I mean, his parts are very basic. They work, and they're reliable.
I got my upper console lights, not the buttons, but the lights from Jupiter. Come to think about it, I ordered them. I got them like in a week and a half or something. I got them fast.
And it seems like a lot of times, even if he's showing that he doesn't have something in stock, reach out and find out, because a lot of times he doesn't even post it. It just he has it.
Goddamn native Canadians.
I've seen him at, like, not on his website so much, but also on, I know he has an Etsy profile or whatever the heck.
Yeah.
And sometimes it'll be posted on that. And that's okay. I know a lot of people talk about ZA and stuff like that. And then there's also the Knights of England.
Yeah. He said Zed instead of
I heard
that.
Goddamn native Canadians.
For you, Mike, for you. So anyway.
Show us your Tim Hortons cup again. I want to see the Tim Hortons cup again. There it is.
This episode of Shadowy Flight is brought
Registered at Tim Hortons.
to you by Tim Hortons.
Hey, if they'll send me money, we'll pay you. I'm not too proud of begging.
Oh, don't tempt me because I can get them.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Don't do
I
it.
send you all if you want it.
My bucket list this summer while I'm off is at least take a weekend trip to Canada. I mean, I gotta use my passport, man. I've had it for 4 years.
Well, if you ever do, Mike, I'll give you an open invitation. Right?
Whereabouts are you?
I'm in a place called Cowichan Valley. It's on Duncan, Vancouver Island.
I have no idea where any of that shit is. I don't know where I'm going. I think Vancouver is probably the closest major city to me in Canada.
Nothing wrong. Like, I've always thought about, like, I want to meet, like, I've talked with a couple of Canadian guys that are selling their replicas now. And
Darcy McMahon is one of them. And his dashboard I built.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I talked with him about it.
Shipped it to I think I said it shipped just north to the border. And then he just drove across, got it, and went back in.
Yeah, I think when he put his up on Marketplace, I talked to him a little bit. Mind you, when I see one for sale that's out of Canada, I reach out because, like I said, cost becomes a Debbie Downer with things, right?
Right.
So, like, I
Yeah.
talked with him and I go, well, some of them I was like, well, why are you selling your? He says, well, I'm selling it, but like, if I don't, that's okay. But his main thing is if there was damage done or something like that, the cost. And we talked a lot about cost over border and the money transition between Canadian and US. And then the tax if they charge us plus tariffs or whichever, if there is any. And I was like, yeah, that's discouraging, but that just means I gotta change my timeline of when I can complete car. Right. Or what a lot of people, a lot of my family calls night raven. So because of the color scheme that I chose.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My family calls mine my car. They just call it the car. When we gonna see that car of yours? I'm like, I don't fucking know. I'm trying to look up where you were at, where you're finding, how far away you are. Where'd you say you were at again, Billy?
Cowichan Valley.
Ouch.
Cowichan.
Oops.
COWICHAN.
Oops.
Got two people looking that up.
Damn right.
Oh, Couch
Yeah,
Valley.
he's really far.
Mm-hmm.
Directions. I love a good road trip, so let's see how far you are.
Do it.
Oh no, he's completely the other side.
Yeah.
I can't even
I
get you to
drove,
come to
I drove
Florida.
70 hours round trip to get my parts from Matthew. So that is 38 hours from me.
How
Yeah.
far do you have to drive to strangle Lemon?
That was 11
Son of a bitch.
hours.
Matthew, it didn't take him long to get me my bumper when he sent
No.
it out.
Hell, you're probably only like 6 hours away from the Goonies house if you want to go.
Yeah.
Which I did go there when I went to pick up my bumpers from Matthew. I stopped by the Goonies house and Hayseed Rock, so I could
Did you
I
do the
could
truffle
do the
shuffle
little
while you
boat.
were there?
Do what?
Did you do the truffle shuffle?
Son of a bitch.
No, you son of a bitch! I didn't do the trouble.
Trouble shuffle.
I know where you live, you son of a bitch. Okay?
Yeah.
Come out there. I did not do the trouble shuffle, but I did do a little TikTok where I had the little boat where I was like, Mary Mother. Actually, I'll just link it in right here. And I do the little boat right there. I'll just link it in. That's fine. Yeah, so you're not bad. You're 38 hours from me. So I could probably do that in about 37 and a half.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's not bad.
Oh, it'd be a blast for sure. Like stuff like that. Like if you're around, some of my neighbors and we get together sometime and we'll sit there, we'll have a few drinks and we'll tell a bunch of jokes and sit there and sing foolishly. And because like I'm not originally from BC, I'm from far east of Canada. Right?
East of Canada. Wait a minute. The only thing that's east of Canada is water.
Nova Scotia.
Oh, Nova Scotia. Oh,
Yeah.
well, hell. That's like Oak Island shit right there. Do you know about the Oak Island mystery? Like, I mean, those
It's
sons of bitches been digging for a decade and haven't found anything.
Yeah, I was born in Cape Breton Island, it's called.
Okay, well, if you're ever in Indy for the 500, let me know. I won't go to the race anymore because I've done that shit too many times. But hey, it's a hell of a weekend, let me tell you.
Just drop me off, pick me up after.
I've done that for people. I'm like, I'm not going to the race anymore. But
I'm
I'll
here
drop
for
you.
the
I'll take
Kentucky
you back.
Derby.
I actually have a race. I have a grocery getter race on March 27th. I think I just found a car, which now with the weather coming in this week, of course,
Yeah.
Greg or Scott, you're going to get slammered.
Yeah,
weekend.
my wife was telling me they're calling for potentially 10 inches or more.
10 inches with ice under it.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Leftovers above it. It's going to be ugly for you, dude. You're right in the crosshairs. I'll probably get, who knows, Indiana. It could be 1 to 2,500 inches. So we're not really sure. We're somewhere in the middle.
Be at the beach.
Yeah.
It was the old saying: if you don't like the weather, stick around for 5 minutes. It'll change. But yeah, I found a junkyard that's going to give me a car for what we call a grocery getter race. So it is just anything you want, and it's basically it's damn near crash derby on an oval track. So
Okay.
it's a half-mile oval track, but it is the most fun you can have with your clothes on. I swear to God.
That's what she said.
So once that's done, I might post some videos or some links or
Nice.
yeah. So it's pretty good, but so I don't know if I'll get that car this weekend or not with the weather coming in. We'll see. But so all right, well, gentlemen, that is I think our time. We went to 50 minutes. I said we were going to do 45, but this is what happens. We sit there and jibber jabber about whatever. So. Billy, your guest. I'll give you the first thing to sign off there.
Okay.
Anything you want to say to our viewers out there, all 6 of them? Well, 5, because you're probably one of the viewers now.
Reach around.
Well, I just say
If
basically
you're watching
when it
this
comes to the
video,
car,
please make a comment and tell Michael wherever he's at that you watched it and you enjoyed it and that he needs to quit, dogging us.
as far as shadowy flight goes, like I tell Greg this all the time, and I every now and then even say to Michael, like I binge watch that shit.
Get a hobby. I scrapbook.
Right? Like every now and then I was like, oh my God, I ran out of things to watch. Oh, I'm going to binge watch. So I go through all those things. Even my daughter, when she saw my car on your episode 4,
Yeah.
she's like, oh my God, Dad, that's your car. And I'm like, yeah.
Well, if your daughter ever watches this, tell her, I'm going to speak directly to her for a moment. Get your dad a new hobby. He shouldn't be watching this shit this often. It rots the brain.
TV rots your brains.
No wonder we have so many views. It's just Billy watching this shit on repeat.
Yep.
That's one
We
reason
thought we had a bunch of views. It's just, it's over and over and over.
But like the only thing I could say to other people, build your car your way.
Yep.
And
Damn right.
Absolutely.
screw everybody else's opinion.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. Well, you know how they have like what they call fanfic and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Well, treat it like a fanfic, man. Who cares?
Yeah.
Like
Absolutely.
enjoy.
Absolutely.
Right?
I agree 100%. 100%. Even coming from
Yeah.
the purist, I agree 100%. Build what you want. Build
Oh,
whatever you
yeah.
want. You got to pay for it. You got to drive it, and you have to insure the son of a bitch. So
I heard a saying one time, and I'll say this. Instead of being a Barbie, be a gem. Amongst a pile of Barbies, be a gem.
like the rock star, Jim? She sold crowns.
Hey.
Yep, you got it. So amongst a bunch, and trust me, I've seen so many replicas of Kit that I'm enough to choke. Instead of being amongst a bunch of kits, be a car.
Ooh. That's a bumper sticker right there. You should
Oh,
have
you're
that.
darn right, man.
That is a bumper sticker. Instead of being a kit, be a car. Instead of being a kit among kits, be a car.
Yeah, because it's got the voice of Optimus Prime. Who's cooler than Optimus Prime?
I mean,
I am.
Prowl was kind of cooler than Optimus Prime. Prowl was my boy. Died in the Great War of 2005.
I was so mad about that when I watched that as a kid.
Oh God, that
First
I still
15
tell the
minutes
story.
of that 1986.
I
First
still tell
15
the story to
minutes,
my
they
students
therapy.
of crying, of trying not to cry in the theater with my big brother and my Aunt Millie next to me. I'll tell that story some other time again. But all right, well, Billy, thank you for being on the show. Of course, everyone's always welcome. We may even try to do some live where more people can come on. But Greg, you want to sign off for us?
Just just keep doing what you're doing, guys. Build it the way you want to build it, and do not hesitate to ask questions, because if you don't, then next thing you know, we have people reaching out to the wrong vendors to get the wrong stuff.
Yeah. Agreed. 100%.
Agreed.
Scooter.
Yep.
I might think I call you. Start you calling you Scooter, Scott.
I've been called worse.
Scooter Benson. I like it.
But probably better too, I would guess.
I have. Like what these guys say, it's your car. You're the one busting your chops, to pay for all the parts. Make what you're going to be happy with. The haters that want to say it's not accurate, tell them to skip rocks. Do your research.
I like
Reach
that.
out to Michael, reach out to Greg, reach out to me, reach out to Foundation Knights. Anybody on there is going to be able to help you. Ask questions. My website that I built is a very good resource for builders, but by no means, do I say that you should stop there. You can confirm information on there with other places or other people, but you'll find out we're a very tight knit community. I mean, Knightrider isn't, it's not Transformers or, one of these, great big shows that everybody knows, but we are family. We try to take care of each other. Guys like me and Greg and Michael, we want to see you succeed. We want to see you in that car of your dreams. So we can we'll definitely help make you, help you get there.
Absolutely. So, well, gentlemen, this wraps up another episode. I thank you all for your time. So thank you all, gentlemen.